Hello everyone, my name is Cecil Scott, and welcome to another one of my reaction videos. Today we're going to be reacting to a show as I normally like to do on YouTube, whether it be anime or tokusatsu or something else, but at the beginning of every single one of my reaction videos you're going to see this little video is going to play as a disclaimer to you, the viewer. A lot of people on YouTube like to do reaction videos and put the footage of whatever they're watching in their actual video. They'll do little tricks to sort of distort it, whether it be brightening it or making it transparent or playing with the volume, all sorts of little tricks that they do to try and put the footage from whatever they're watching in their video so you can follow along with them, but they can also avoid a copyright claim or strike. I personally choose to not put footage from whatever I'm reacting to in my videos. Instead, what you're going to see is we're going to have a handy timer in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, and that timer is going to be there so you can follow along with where I'm at in whatever I'm watching. So all I ask you to do in my reaction videos as the viewer is to just pull up whatever we're watching on your own screen and just sort of format it however you like, wherever you want to put it, so that you can watch me alongside with what we're watching, and that way I can avoid the risk of copyright claims or strikes and having my channel taken down, and you as the viewer can watch the episode of whatever we're watching in its full unedited glory, and we can enjoy the show together. If that's something that you don't vibe with and you'd rather watch a reactor that puts the footage into their actual reaction videos from whatever we're watching, or if you want somebody who doesn't like stop and pause, because I do that too, I'll stop the video and you'll see the timer will stay where it is while we talk about something that I have a thought I want to share. I'm never going to take offense to you going and watching somebody else's reaction channel, whether they have a different style of reacting or they just put the footage in. You're never going to offend me. The only thing that will ever offend me is if you comment on my videos saying that I should put the footage into my videos. I have done this in the past and it has not worked out for me, and it is not a risk that I'm willing to take as a content creator, so all I ask you to do as the viewer is to respect that wish and decision and to just pull up the episode on your own screen however you choose to do so you can follow along with me. That being said, I hope you enjoyed today's reaction video. Hey you guys, what's going on? It's Cecil Scott, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're going to be watching episode 5 of Kamen Rider Gotchard. Can you believe we're on the 5th episode already? We've got enough reactions to fill one hand. Today's episode looks like it's going to be interesting. The preview for this showed a luchador wrestler. It's going to be interesting. I just have a feeling like it looks like it's going to be a little bit more wacky. This last episode, episode 4, was a little bit more dark with Rinne's character development. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go in the more lighthearted direction for this episode. That's my guess anyways. But since you've already watched the disclaimer and you've got time to get yourself set up, I'm going to already guess that you've got the episode pulled up on your screen and you're ready to hit play alongside with me. I've got my episode ready to go, so we're going to go ahead and get started with a 3, 2, 1, go countdown. And when I say go, you and I will both hit play on the episode at the same time so we can watch it together. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys, with episode 5 of Kamen Rider Gotchard in 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, it was a pretty fun episode. I was thoroughly impressed. I had a lot of enjoyment out of that episode. Rinne really got to shine in that. Oh, there's that damn Chemies fusion I wanted to see. Okay, cool. They're even pointing out that, like, their motives remain unknown, so... Oh, no, intro song. Interesting. Maybe we'll have it after a little intro scene. Oh, there he is, the boy. Really? Okay, that shocks me. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, we're finally going to get into it. We're finally starting to ask the obvious questions. Oh, wait. Okay, so they've already asked about this. They want to use forbidden alchemy. Okay, so this is very typical, generic sort of plot line. Okay, here we go. Now we got... Yeah, so I was right. We did a little scene, and now we're getting into it. I'm learning to pay attention to this opening now. I love the opening song. It gets stuck in my head all the time now. I need to learn those two's names, ones with the red capes. I feel like that's my next task. I've got everybody else's names down. Oh, here we go. Oh! Wait, Rin had like a gun thing? I'm really curious to see how we're going to get into pro wrestling with this episode. I mean, obviously it'll be Kemi related. Was that one of those a cell phone? That's hysterical. Okay, Wrestler Gene on Trooper. Oh. Oh, so they're starting to speed things up. Master Gleon? Who the fuck is that? Okay, so they have a master above them. Oh, wait. Goriki the Golem? What the hell is with this dude? Uh-oh. What's with this dude? He's crazy. Did he just break his fucking spine? Whoa, 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 whoa. There's so many Chemies. Wait, okay, are we getting an explanation on the numbers? Okay, so we're returning the cards now. Dang, I'm really starting to feel like these Chemies are going to be wrapped up fast. Ringe, I gotta remember this. What? Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! They keep saying this! She got 6 of them! Sabimaru. Okay. If I just stick to one name, I can learn this. Oh my god, now he's on Cloud 9 because they called him a senpai. I can't. You had to come along and ruin my good mood. Just seeing him pissed me off. Asahi Pro Wrestling. Is this a real place? I kind of want to look it up. Whoa! This looks like it could be legit. Okay, I'm gonna pause. Damn, this always happens at the 7-minute and 5-second mark. Asahi Pro Wrestling. I just want to take a second just to look this up and see if this is a real place or if this is like fictional. Because I feel like this could easily be a real location. Okay, there's a professional Japanese wrestler named Asahi. I don't want to look up too much because, yeah, I'm already seeing like everything. Okay, there's a producer blog summary. Ooh, okay, yep, spoilers. Okay, we're not doing that. It's interesting though, because what I'm wondering is if, because this looks like it could be a legit place. Like they walk in and there's pictures, and although now that I'm looking at it, it does look like there's like foam walls, so maybe this is like a set that's in a warehouse. But if it's a set, it's a pretty elaborate set. They did a pretty good job with this. It looks like a legit place. I don't know. I'm 50-50 as to whether they set this up or with like, or if they used like a real wrestling facility to shoot this at. I am excited though, because you know, I feel like one of my favorite things about watching, you know, different shows, whether that be anime, toku, live action series, even music videos, whatever, reading manga, you know, I like learning about other things beyond the fictional setting of the show. So the idea that they could pay homage to like real life people, whether they be real pro wrestlers in Japan or they're shooting at a real life location, or, you know, you just see pictures on the wall or they reference something in real life. I think that's always fun to learn something new about another culture or place. So, you know, when I learn stuff about Japan through these sorts of shows and experiences, I'm always excited to learn a little bit more, just to sort of get, scratch a little bit more beyond the surface. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to pause and look that up really quick because I was curious if it was a real place or not. If anybody knows the answer, feel free to comment below whether this was a real shot location or if they made this out of like a warehouse, because it looks a little bit like a warehouse, but I could also just see a wrestling place like this, like a gym, being in a warehouse. So, but let's go ahead and get back into it in 3, 2, 1, go. Job, Kemi. Oh, the Yakuza. Interesting. We're having like a interesting, consistently. What the hell is the? Yeah. Is this dude... Okay, so somebody tell me this. Is this guy like a real retired pro wrestler? I mean, all the things on the posters in the back have to be real people, obviously. Okay, so we've got the Yakuza trying to buy this guy out. Wait, so I wonder if that's why the guy, Goriki the Golem, was messing around with the Yakuza. Like, was he actually a bad person, or was he just angry at the Yakuza? Oh, okay, so you can't use alchemy against normal people. That's a rule. That makes sense. Even in this case, really? Wait, what the hell? Is this a flying fucking action figure? I can't! The Chemie's an action figure! Oh my god. What the fuck is he talking about? This dude's lost it. Okay, yeah, these all have to be real people, yeah. This dude's health, he looks like he's seen better days. His eyes are like so bloodshot. Ah! Okay, they got guns. Maybe break the rule today. Wait, Gen Chocho Bullet Bang? He turned into a plastic gun and she's gonna use him. I can't. This episode is whacked already. What the fuck was that? Oh, God. Wow, this escalated very quickly. Huh? Steam Liner! Steam Hopper! Here we go. Wow, okay, that was fucking fast. They must plan on having a lot packed into this episode because... Wait, they didn't know he was Kamen Rider? Whoa! The gorilla is very fitting for this dude to become like a gorilla Chemi amalgam. Ooh! How is he still standing after that? Well, I guess he's rolling. I can't stand him. He's just like fucking stalking them. It's so creepy and weird. And you're not gonna go after him because you're just that professional. Oh! Oh, shit! Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm pausing it there. Okay, what is it? 12:31? Okay. This is an interesting episode. So, we know one of the rules is that any proof of Chemies, and any memories of Chemies has to be wiped from people's memory. And they were so insistent on the rules at the very beginning of this, but what we've already seen in this episode is a couple things happen that I'm actually quite surprised by, because I thought this was going to be a more lightheaded episode, which I guess with the wrestling shtick, it makes it more goofy or funny or wacky, but it's actually still pretty dark. Like, we've got spine-breaking moves, we've got this stance, and we've got this sort of... Wow. I guess they're sort of drawing a line in the sand between the four of them versus Kurogane Spanner. And even Rin is sort of, like, giving him the FU now. Like, she's not putting up with this shit and just nonchalantly going along with his, you know, flirtations and him sucking her up to her and shit. Yeah, this is... I mean, they broke the rules because they said you're not allowed to use Chemies against normal people, right? But then... as soon as the guns came out from the Yakuza, they threw that rule right out, and then they said, okay, we're doing it. We're using Chemies. Like, we're not... this is, like, our life at this point. So I guess there is a line that can be drawn where, to them anyways, at least in their conscience, maybe it's against the rules still or not, but they're willing to use the Chemies against people. I mean, that combination, luckily, of... oh, God, what was it? Gengen Chocho and Bullet Bang. Bullet Bang? Bullet Bang? Bullet Cho. I mean, it seemed innocent enough. It was very wacky and funny how he turned into, like, this little, like, toy gun. And then shot out and, like, made them hallucinate they were in a field full of butterflies. That was pretty hysterical. But I don't think he knew that was going to happen. Because, number one, he was surprised at what he turned into. He didn't know that was going to be his form. So he certainly wouldn't have known what would happen when he used whatever power the combination of those Chemies was, when he turned into them. So when Kudoh Rinne also used the gun... Like, I feel like this is a moment they're not spending enough time, like, really letting the audience absorb and focus on, because if you think about it, the fact that he turned into a gun, we didn't know what it was going to do. He didn't know what he was going to become. There's a very good chance Rin didn't know either, so they were willing to, no matter what was going to happen. I mean, for all they knew, a bunch of fucking real bullets could have came out of the gun. Do you know what I mean? They were willing to break the rules and suffer whatever the consequences were. And now we're also seeing them breaking a rule again, where they're actually standing up for Mr. Asahi and letting him stay with his Kemi. Like, the Wrestler G, his tag partner, whatever you want to call it, whatever the story is here. Like, they're willing to stick up for him so he can stay with the Kemi, when the whole reason they came here was to capture the Kemi. And now we've also got another Kemi on the loose as Amalgam, with the Goriki guy. So that's interesting to me. And then obviously you've got Kurogane Spanner, who's also acting really weird. It doesn't really seem like these guys are all that strict about following the rules now. It seems like they're getting comfortable just sort of doing whatever the hell they want, because Kurogane Spanner is not a very good Kemi hunter, if you think about it. He is trying to take the easy way out that they detected and went down, but if he's able to take on the amalgam that is combined with the Goriki guy, like the gorilla one, then he should be like giving up the chase with them if they're sticking up to him, but he should immediately be going and chasing after the other one before that hurts people. Do you see what I'm saying? But instead he just like slowly walks away all pissy like. So he's not a very good character if you think about it. There's no like heroics to this. He's just sort of doing whatever the hell he wants. And honestly, it's causing more confrontation and problems than it is helping things. Because yeah, they might have driven the amalgam that possessed Goriki off, but they didn't go after it to finish it off when it was the one that ran. So clearly they've got the upper hand. I don't know. That just seems weird to me. It's almost like Kurogane Spanner cares about getting what he wants to sort of assert this dominance, but he doesn't care about doing the right thing and going chasing after the other one that could potentially go off and hurt people. Do you get what I'm saying here? So I'm a little bit confused as to like what his motivations are for doing all this now. Because now he just also turned around and called them like a ridiculous joke, and that included Ren. So despite all of his like, you know, patronizing behavior towards her and how nice he's been to her, he's also willing to like drop her like a fly and turn on her and insult her if she stops putting up with him. So he's going to isolate himself and have no chance at any friends, really, because they're not going to help him. I mean, this guy is just an asshole. But yeah, let's get back into it. We're at 12 minutes and 31 seconds. I want to see what happens next. This is a good episode. I'm liking this a lot. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so they're at least forming a strategy of what to do here. Oh, so he's a former pro wrestler. He would injure the audience. How is he not arrested? Oh, he's been convicted for that before. So he's like a criminal. Oh, so this guy's gym is going to close. I'm telling you, this dude, his head looks like a damn tomato. Oh! So is this guy a real retired The Sunshine Mask? I want to look this up. Because this all looks like legit shit. This gotcha thing. He needs to shut up about this. Nobody understands what the fuck you're talking about, you weirdo. Ugh. Ooh! Oh, so the Chemi is inside the doll, and now it's... Oh, he's gonna possess Mr. Asahi! Wait a minute! Oh no, he's gonna turn into Amalgam! Oh no! Wait, but he doesn't have anything like that. Wait, he doesn't have any malice. Wait, so Chemies can combine with good people to do things too, not just Kamen Riders. Yo, this is crazy shit! Also, I love how they're all changed into, like, the gym uniform just to support him, even though none of them are doing anything in the ring. Like, they're really forming this sort of, like, this little clique of friends and teamwork. I'm kind of loving it. Treasure Boy, come on, up, yeah, let's go! Oh, I want to know who the stunt double was. If this was, like, it has to be a real pro wrestler. Because I feel like the stunt doubles that they probably use for all the action scenes are more people trained in, like, martial arts, which is a completely different discipline than pro wrestling. And then pro wrestling for entertainment is obviously a different discipline than... Oh, shit! A different discipline than, like, professional, like, athletic wrestling, like you would see in the Olympics. So, similar, but different. Oh, shit. Babyface. Ah! Oh, he's got the Wrestler G! Okay, here we go. Wrestler G and Ant Trooper. We're gonna get a new fusion. This is cool. I'm excited. I wonder what you're gonna get when you combine an ant with a pro luchador wrestler. Henshin! Okay! Alright, new form! Ant wrestler, okay. Alright, cool. It looks fun. It looks a little impressive. I'm hoping it delivers. It's not like super goofy like the last one was. The Venom Mariner one. Ooh! Oh, yeah, this is good. This is good choreographed action right here. Oh, I love this. It's like a combo of like the martial arts action and wrestling. This is... Oh, he got on the ropes! Oh, come on, come on! I thought he was supposed to break out of it. He did it! Look at this guy. He's loving it. He's loving every minute of this. Oh, shit. Even the Chemi's getting into it. Wait, how? Did he leave his form? The Chemies' energy exceeded the driver's capacity. Wait a minute, so this means the Chemi is providing him with enough energy to not only be part of his form, but to go past it and outside to also provide him with a tag partner. Like, its form has so much energy it's exceeded the... Oh, that's crazy. Oh, and it combined with Mr. Asahi. I see, so the Chemi's spreading its energy between Kamen Rider Gotchard and Mr. Asahi to infuse both of them simultaneously. Shit, that's a powerful Chemi. Oh! Oh! Renge, listen to her. She's such a nerd. Isn't her thing that she's kind of like this weirdo otaku? Like, we've seen her in all sorts of different whacked out costumes, from fucking tiger hoodies and paws to mushroom tentacle heads shit. Okay. Woohoo! Oh! Oh, he broke him through the ropes! Gory. Gorilla Sensei. Oh, okay, so Goriki's memories have been erased. Oh shit, what are we gonna do about this now? Okay. Oh. So I guess it does come down to them following the rules in the end. Oh. I love this old dude. He's cool. I wonder if he's been like an actor in anything else, or if he's just like a retired pro wrestler. I want to know more about the person who plays him. Oh. Wrestler G tried to leave. Oh! Oh! Wait a minute. So this means he's gonna get to keep his memory of Wrestler G. Ooh, that's cool. I like that they're making an exception about that. Or maybe he is gonna forget. That's even more sad. I hope they don't make him forget. Like, as long as he agrees to not say anything, I feel like he should be okay. Man. And this poor guy, I hate that they're leaving him all alone. Like, with the fucking Yakuza on his back, they should do something about that to help him. Like, get him some students or something. Wait, it's over already? Ooh. Oh, so the next episode's going to be Kurogane Spanner themed. With another form? Okay. Alright. Okay, that's it. Oh, I like that episode. I gotta say, I really like that episode. Yeah, that was a good episode. I know I'm not, like, formulating. I'm still, like, sort of thinking about it and absorbing it. Am I about to... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I think, for the first time this whole series, I'm gonna give this episode a 10 out of 10. I know you're probably shocked that it's, like, this episode, but I really feel like this had the perfect balance of everything. Everything that I have enjoyed individually as its own component in every episode up until now has been present in this episode. The characters' screen time was perfectly balanced. Characters got individual growth and development. Nobody felt like they hogged the screen and overshined anybody. All their amount of time was appropriate. The content was interesting. The chemies were interesting. We had actual plot development and character growth that felt like serious and dark, so there was like a switch up in tone, because you had everything going on with sort of like their ability to accept things about themselves, grow as people and as a team, and also sort of take a stance with each other, like what they stand for as far as their morals and values go, against like Kurogane Spanner, for instance, and how they interact with the rules regarding the chemies and normal people in alchemy. We got to see really a cool new form of the Kamen Rider Gotchard with the new chemies. We got to see interesting, fun new chemies. We even got story update with the Abyssal sisters. And everything was fun. Everything was cool. It made me happy. We got just the right amount of everything, I feel like. I cannot find a fault for this episode. So I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. This is my first perfect scored episode. So I had a lot of fun. There's lots of things to look forward to that I'm excited for. We got this name drop of the Master Gleon. The only theory I can come up with as to who this might be is potentially Ichinose's father. Because this is the one character that we haven't met yet. Aside from this Master Gleon, if they're two separate people. That has been name dropped but also been shown, and they have purposely obscured his face. I think if we are able to find out that Ichinose father was this like famous alchemist and this is like the master in charge of the Abyssal sisters, this might explain how Ichinose maybe was less of a random chosen hero, and maybe how he has some actual ties to alchemy that make him sort of fit for this. Like maybe he has some sort of family inheritance when it comes to the powers of alchemy that make him more apt for this. I think that would be, while predictable, still an interesting plot point. It would be fun to see how that's written, and it would give him some more parallels to Kudoh Rinne, where I think, as in Rinne's case, I think we're eventually going to get plot that will allow her to meet her father again and sort of reconcile with him and maybe get a more better explanation as to why he did everything he did. While if they do end up making this Master Gleon this like big bad villain, but also be Ichinose's missing father, I think the opposite would happen with him. I think he would not reconcile with his father, and it would end up being a very emotional showdown where he would have to destroy him in order to like save the world. So I'm interested to see who Master Gleon ends up being, if it ends up being an independent character all on its own that we just haven't been introduced to or teased yet. That's fine. I think it could still be fun. I just think that's an interesting avenue or route that they could potentially take. So I'm just sort of theory crafting here. Yeah, and we got to see Rinne is getting, even if it's tiny baby steps, she is getting closer to Ichinose with every episode. I mean, they made a big focus of making sure they zoomed right in with the camera and, honing in with the microphone to let you hear that audio visual of when he was training in the ring to learn how to avoid that move, the windmill backbreaker or whatever the hell it was. She was like cheering for him, so that was pretty exciting. I like that the two characters are becoming more cohesive as a unit. And we did get teased a little bit more about the Chemies number system. That was something I was curious about as well once I noticed that they have different numbers. But now we're noticing that like specifically Hopper 1 and Steamliner are the numbers 9 and 1, so they combine to make 10. So there might be some sort of theme with the number 10 going on. And then we also saw that there's like something going on with like the names between Kudoh Rinne and Ichinose, where 1 and 9, they have those numbers in their names and they also add to 10. So I wonder if there's some sort of like rule with Kamen Rider, like combinations of the chemies, where they're somehow tied back to something with the number 10, whether it be like a power level or a personal aptitude, or just like a random thing. I have no idea, but it's interesting that they would point that out. I think we're probably going to get a better explanation at some point as to what the numbers actually mean and how to combine them, if there's like rules or limitations regarding that. I am looking forward to learning more about that. So it seems like we're getting teased on some very basic things And they are bringing it back, episode 5, to the motivations behind what the Abyssal Sisters want. Even Ichinose is now asking himself, like, what is it that they want? Like, what are they after? Like, yes, this door to darkness that will consume the world in darkness. But it's such a generic answer, and it's really kind of basic, and not interesting at all. It's not a very well written answer as to the motivations of a villain. I like villains that are a little bit more rounded, that have this sort of moral gray area where once you learn all their true motivations and their backstory, you as a viewer feel conflicted. Like, maybe there's part of them that I sympathize with, and then you feel conflicted for wanting to support some part of what they do. So I like villains that are a little bit more well written than just the basic, like, darkness, take over the world, evil, I hate humans. I want something a little bit more fun, a little bit more interesting than that, if that makes any sense. But yeah, overall, really awesome episode. I had a lot of fun. I was not expecting the first episode that I gave a perfect score to be one that involved, like, a fucking flying plastic wrestler toy. But here we are, right? That's life. Life just does interesting things sometimes. But yeah, I thank you so much once again for joining me for episode 5 of Kamen Rider Gotchard. I will see you guys next time in episode 6. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you thought of the episode. And I will see you guys next time. And just so you know, after we film episode 6 of Kamen Rider Gotchard, I am going to also start adding an additional series to my channel, because I did do some research as to how Kamen Rider Gotchard airs in Japan, and it's on TV Asahi. Oh, that's interesting. Asahi is the name of the wrestling sensei that they trained with, and it's also the TV station that the show airs on. That's funny. I bet you that was intentional. I just had my own gotcha moment. So I am going to start also watching Bakuage Sentai Boom Boom Girl, which is the most current running Super Sentai series. I had sort of a goal in mind. I was toying with lots of different ideas when I started reacting to this series as to how I wanted to go about experiencing, watching, and reacting to different tokusatsu shows. And I think I would like to start watching together Super Sentai and Kamen Rider series. I want to be able to watch, like, the most currently airing series and be able to update those weekly eventually. And then once I've got, like, a firm grip, like I'm caught up on whatever's currently airing, go back and start watching older series so that I can get more of an in-depth look at the series. So the next step I'm going to be taking in my sort of tokusatsu journey, as far as, like, sharing that with you guys, is we're going to watch my first Super Sentai series as far as, like, a full experience. There's definitely been a couple series I've watched a couple of the first episodes of, because there were ones I was interested in and I was sort of feeling out, like, what I wanted to watch. Like, I watched a couple episodes, like maybe the first 2 episodes of, and I'm talking, like, this was like over a year ago, you guys, so it's been a long time since I watched these, and I don't remember much of anything I watched. But some of the ones I was interested in, because at first I was leaning towards starting with Super Sentai in the channel versus Kamen Rider. I looked into Osama Sentai King Ogre. I think that was the series before that was the most previous one before the one that's running now. I also looked into Himitsu Sentai Gorenga, the very first one. I looked into, I think it's called Jetman, and there was another one, Ninja Ranger. So there were a couple that I, like, looked at and poked around, and I enjoyed all of those, but I ultimately settled on, I like the idea of watching the most currently airing one, and then once I'm sort of caught up with whatever's currently airing, working my way backwards at that point and figuring out what I want to dip into as far as the catalog of previously airing series goes. So yeah, look forward to me starting reactions to Bakuage Sentai Boom Boom Girl on the channel. I'm going to start filming those as soon as I've watched episode 6 of Kamen Rider Gotchard. That's just the point that I wanted to stop at, get the first 6 episodes under my belt, start another series, and then sort of I'll go back and forth between the two of them of just watching them at my own pace. I'll probably watch, like, a couple episodes of that one, couple episodes of the other one, and do, like, a couple episodes in, like, maybe one filming or one sitting, and that way I can just sort of binge watch them at my own pace, if that makes any sense, until I'm caught up. But yeah, I will see you guys next time in episode 6 of Kamen Rider Gotchard. Until then, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for coming, and until we meet again in the next episode, bye-bye.